Hello subscribers, welcome to a live stream of Wizardry 6 Remastered. Let me get rid of Cosmic Forge here. Need to be seeing that. Okay. Not sure why that's showing. Which window is that? Ah, DOSBox crash. That was the DOSBox crash window. It thinks Cosmic Forge Editor is a game crash. That's funny. So we are doing an expert Iron Man run of my remastered mod. We're on part 22, but this is the third party attempt, I believe. So it's really probably more like part 6, maybe, for this party. So I did offline do a few fights. I gained about 12,000 experience. That was enough for the alchemist to level up. He's level 10 now. And we did get earthquake. So that's going to be fantastic because the spells that my alchemist has had for attacking have been a little bit lackluster. So now we have an alternative there. So it's time to go back to the mines. Hey there, Flux Just. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Okay, so let's go back to the mines. I think I have all the rubber bands. But I have not opened... Think about this for a minute. I haven't opened all the chests that have the key of A minor. I haven't given this either, which I'm going to do soon. I'm only seeing 2 rubber bands. I know I put 1 in the catapult. 1, 2, 3. I only see 2. I don't think I put 2 in there, so I must be missing a rubber band too then. All right. It's a good day, Flux. Glad to hear that. All right, before I go in there, let me double check. Yep. Okay, this is the morgue. Magic screen going here. Okay, Mr. Spock. Fight, fight, hide. Do not have a good area of effect. Attack instrument. It says do a bless here. Now, I don't think Earthquake's going to work very well on these. I'm trying to remember what their missile resistance is. Cast it up to 4, but we don't want to try that. Let's do power 2. Poison slimes don't have too many hit points. Let's do a freeze all. Paralyze them. got almost all the weaker slimes. Two groups left. Not much gold at all in that. Okay. Giant serpent. It's about time someone came and let me out of here. Do you have any idea how long I've been locked up in here? I think 120 years. Yep, 120 years. That would be a long, boring life. Holy moly. Speed up DOSBox. He was the apprentice to Zorphitus. Okay. I'm so hungry. Can I have some roasted corn? Yes. Just for that, I'll tell you a secret. There's more to the wizard's lair than meets the eye. Piety boost. Okay, we don't have anything else we need to talk with him about. "19 piety on the alchemist and on the mage." Okay. Step on that just so we have our map filled out. Hey, Mr. Spock, welcome. How are you doing? Pleased to see I am still alive in the game and real life. Me too, Mr. Spock. Okay, this will lead us back to where we're wanting to go. Okay, perfect. So we're looking for another rubber band, I think. And the key of A minor using it. It's like we've been pretty much everywhere though. Not going here. Unless that's darkness. Perfect. We have not been down here. Ah, this is the other rubber band. Good. You're doing good? Glad to hear that. Yeah, I'm doing well. Okay, 2 rubber bees, 4 vines, 2 hydroplants, 6 jungle vines. Most likely they're going to go before I go. Try to get a bless going. Good news is Moody jumped into shadows automatically. Being a thief. Think I'm going to do air pocket. It'll decrease the duration of sleep if they cast it, which they will be doing, these hydroplants. Duncan. I think I'm going to have you hide. Saz, Earthquake, Power 3. And Igloo, you're going to conjure. Earthquake's doing good damage here. Okay, we got our air pocket. Wow, we're going first. Nice. And we got a greater demon. Hi there, XCast. Welcome to the stream. Says, what are you actually playing? Because it is not the Bane of Cosmic Forge I remember playing. This is remastered. I have recreated the entire Wizardry 6 game in the Wizardry 7 engine. So this is remastered Wizardry 6. I've added new areas. I've added all kinds of new items. I've balanced the game. All kinds of things. But you are correct. No one has played this recently except for a few other streamers have been streaming it that downloaded it. Moody Mystery and Cody. But yeah, so you can download this on my Discord channel if you want to give it a try. Mr. Spock says Kiffer is playing Hillsfar. Oh, wow. They suckered him into playing it, huh? You'll have to watch it, Mr. Spock, and let me know what you think. If it looks as good as you remember or as bad as you remember. Let's see. Let's do Whipping Rocks. Let's do another Earthquake. And let's Paralyze. Freeze all. Paralyze. Two left. All right. Actually, I'm going to thrust here. Moody, let's have you use a rocket stick. Says, let's go ahead and cure paralysis on Duncan. Igloo, what do we want you to do? Armor shield says. Yeah, you're welcome. Straight weapons on these, on this last one. Greater Demon grabs the plant. Okay, we got our last rubber band that we needed. Perfect. Five orc. We're mostly awake. Let's go ahead and blind them. And ice ball them. Sword. Oh, level up. Strength. 5 hit points on the bard. You know what? I'm going to put some points in bow. Okay, let's see. His music is pretty lackluster, but I want to get his ninjutsu up so his armor class will drop a bit. Keep working on mapping. Mage, alright. 4 hit points, not bad. Well, no nuclear blast yet, but we do get a 6th level spell. There's a lot to choose from. Mr. Spock says, Kiffer says it's not horrible. That's high praise, I think. He hasn't been playing it very long, then, Mr. Spock. He must have just started. Once he's played it for a few hours, he'll change his opinion. Okay, what do I want to do here? Astrogate will be very useful later on. Firestorm is fantastic. Zap Undead could be really useful too, especially once we get to the basement of the pyramids. Late game also, that would be really strong. Dang. And Blizzard's fantastic also. That'll blind enemies and do good damage. Cold resistance. I do use the water spell points a lot already. I'm really not using many air spell points, but we have the alchemist to be doing a lot of air type stuff, so I don't really want to get asphyxiation because of that. Oh, this is tough. I'm gonna get Blizzard. Yeah, check back in with Kiffer in 2 hours and see what he thinks. Okay. So we're still looking to use the key of A minor. I know I'm missing a chest somewhere. Problem is I've been to all the rooms that have it. So we're just going to have to stumble around till we can find that room. Let's go here first, I guess. Nope. And nope on that. Yeah, this is fine. Let's go on this one. Ah, we already did this one. This is by the diamond, I think. Yep, we already broke that. Here we go. Okay. Key of A minor. Did I use it up? Good. That was the last key of A minor. Alright, Moody, do your thing. Oh boy, it's Spectral Ray. very scary in Iron Man runs, let me tell you. Ooh, can't identify these. Wow. I'm not sure I have anybody that has identify. I don't, but I did have a scroll. Did I use it all up? Got one more charge in it, I think. And summon. No wonder I couldn't identify it. Nice. I'm gonna give one of these to the bard. Okay, what else? Mace. Tatsubo. It's no good for our party. Shield of Winds. That's an upgrade for the thief. -2 evasion armor class now, and some air resistance there. So that's fantastic. Longsword. I'm gonna hold on to that. Moderate heals. Nice. Book of Poetry. I think this might increase intelligence. Yeah, 20 intelligence on the mage. Nice. Okay, anything else? Icicle sticks. Give those to the fighter. Got a ring. Ring of Doze. I think again I'll give that to the fighter. That's it. Yep. Okay, that was worth it. All right, so let's go to the catapult. How many boulders do I have? Do I have any? I don't think I have any boulders. All right, we don't have any boulders. So we got to go find some. We could either grind giants, or let's go find some. So I think I'll actively try to find some. Don't want to go there. Before you looms the peak of the great mountain, and its many rocky crags and crevices bode a treacherous journey to the top. Yeah, going this way. Yeah. Going this way. Let's go this direction. Dead end. I don't think I've gone straight here. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we've ever gone in here. Nope. I've been there. Okay. Yeah, we're back by the wizards lair. We went all the way around. Okay. Let's go past that. Yep, I've done that. We didn't go left though. And that's because we can't go left. Okay. Giant ants and foragers. Okay. Blizzard that group. Blinded. Okay, let's see here. We'll go up here. Perfect. It's the toll troll. A large, ugly troll blocks your way. Finally, he bellows, I dare ye, the toll troll. Pay the toll or heads will roll. Arg, are you gonna pay the toll? No. Arg, then I'm gonna eat you. Okay, holy moly. That's a lot of giants. Let's do a hide. Duncan. Let's get a bless. No, let's do loot of iron skin. These guys can hit the back ranks, so protect the mage. Earthquake Power 3 and Freeze All Power 2. Okay, we got loot of Iron Skin going. Okay, now that Moody's hiding, let's have him invoke some things. Fireball Scroll. Duncan, loot of Iron Skin again. This time on Saz. Let's get a Toxic Cloud on these. Power 5. Let's Blizzard this group. Power 3. Okay. Loot of Iron Skin again, this time on Mr. Spock. Let's go ahead and heal him. Alright, and then these two are disabled. Let's do Freeze All. No. Let's just Blizzard him. Power 1. We'll blind him probably. Hey Moody, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? 8.2 out of 10. Glad to hear that. Mr. Spock says, you know, I'm going to have to load it up and play it just to be sure because Hillsfar still looks like fun to me. Maybe I just like pain. Well, it depends. If you only play it for a short period of time, yeah, it will be fun. It's once you've played it for 5 or more hours, you're going to be like, wait, why am I playing this? It just becomes a bunch of mini games. That's my experience. But hopefully you'll enjoy it and have fun. That is not fun for me. Okay, I think we can just attack with weapons now. Moody says, I think we're about the same point in our Wizardry 6 games. Yeah. Hey, IB, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Says, I meant to ask you, DFortae, is this Wizardry 7 mod available to the public? Yeah, well, yeah, you just go to my Discord channel. My Discord channel requires an invite, but I post the invite everywhere. So yeah, just get it off one of my YouTube videos in the comments section or somewhere, and then you can go download. I have all my mods on there for download. I have mods for 6, 7, and 8 of Wizardry, and then I have a Bard's Tale Trilogy mod. Sure thing. There's a download link channel. That's probably the easiest way to get it. You just go to the downloads, and I have them all listed there. Rudy says, don't you also need to have the original Wizardry 7 files? Yes. So the instructions are there. If you download the Wizardry 6 Remaster, just look in the zip file. There's a notes text file and there's a readme text file. And just read those. But Moody's right. You need the DOS version of Wizardry 7. And you can get that on GOG or Steam, but you got to make sure it's not the gold. Not Wizardry Gold. It's got to be the DOS version. Which both of those have that when you buy it. They have the DOS version you can get. Okay, monstrous bats. These guys can actually hit pretty hard, and we can't blind them with blinding flash. I've made them immune, but blizzard can blind them because that's a different sort of blind, and that's cold resistance. But my mage is asleep, so that's not going to do me any good. I think for this first round, try to put him to sleep. That won't work. Let's see. Cause yeah, they're gonna hit me hard here. Let's try a toxic cloud, power 5. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed. So mage is still asleep. We're gonna do some. We're gonna wait until the mage wakes up. We're gonna cast some preparatory spells. Let's do a bless. Let's see what other kind of buffs can we do. Conjure something. Iron Skin the mage. Mr. Spock says Discord has some good folks in it as well. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe it says, so you're telling me this mod will not work with the Saturn version of Wizardry 7. Just joking. No, definitely not. Mr. Spock says, what was different about gold? I don't know all the technical things about it, Mr. Spock. I know the main thing was they redid the portraits. And that's the only thing I know for sure they did. It still is based, and I think it runs on Windows maybe. So I think they made it run on Windows. That's the limit of my knowledge. Okay. Need the awaken spell. We can itching skin them while they're sleeping. Oh, the toxic cloud's gonna wake them up anyway. Okay. Itching skin cuts down their chance to hit by 25%. Okay, good. Moody. Go ahead and magic missile them. Bard. Let's do another loot of iron skin on the alchemist. Mage. Igloo's still sleeping. By the time I do acid bomb, they're gonna be pretty much dead. I guess I'll do it anyway. Toxic Cloud just obliterated them. Oh, I beats on a 3-stream watch streak. Moody says, general question. Does your mod work with the ultimate Wizardry Archive CD? I don't know, Moody. I've not tested it. If it's the DOS version, yes. If it's the gold, Wizardry Gold, then no. But if they're the DOS versions, yes. Hey, Igloo, welcome to stream. How are you doing? He says, can I cast Nuclear Blast yet? No, not yet. Unfortunately. I don't like resting here. I'm looking for boulders. So I'm going to go try to climb a mountain so I can get some boulders. Yeah, Moody's been streaming this too, and we're about same area. Oh no. Okay, it's just dwarves. Good. This is not a problem. Let's have the fighter get some artifact training, Ring of Does. Let's do oratory training on the Valkyrie. And Jitsu training on the Thief and Bard. Alchemist, just do an Earthquake. Igloo. Freeze all. Moody says if you have any extra boulders, please send them to me. I have 0, Moody. Neat how the sun moves, Igloo says. Yeah, that's a cool thing of the Wizardry 7 engine. I still haven't found a place to climb. Yeah, there's a day-night cycle, which is cool. And I will tell you one thing. Close your ears if you don't want a spoiler. This is kind of a vague spoiler. I come back in about 30 seconds if you don't. But there is something related to time in my mod. A special hidden thing. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, let's see if we've been over here. No, okay, good. Maybe this is the mountain we seek. Small foothold. Okay, I don't think I have hazard shield on a scroll or anything, but let me check. Nope. We're going to go ahead and take a risk here. Slipped and fell. I did not. I trained my climbing a little bit on a character or two, but not too much. Moody says, it was bold of me to ask, but I want to get bolder. Wants to get bolder. Heal all would be great here. Hazard shield would be even better. Two floaters. Okay, those could be dangerous. They're mana war. I think my best bet is just an Earthquake Power 2. Okay, they're not. They're casters. They're the casting type. Low hit points, but dangerous if they can cast. Mr. Spock says, off to a rocky start. You guys with your puns. Boulder puns. Moody says, I'd make my boulder puns smaller, but don't want to get stoned. That's really reaching there, Moody. I got the stone part, but what does it have to do with the boulder and puns smaller? Ooh, okay, we made it up one. Remain here. Slip and fall. Mr. Box says, we take Moody's puns for granted. Oh my goodness. We made it. Nothing here but huge boulders, though you never can tell when one might come in handy. That's right, we're taking all three. Remain here. Actually, I want to remain here and rest a tiny bit. Moody says small boulders are stones. Maybe. I would say boulders are also stones. That's a category scam. Okay. Climb down. Slipped and fell again. The funny thing is when you slip and fall, you don't actually go down the mountain. I'm going to see if I can tweak that. Make a note. Hey, Cody, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Are you keys clean? You'll have to give me more info on what you mean by that, Cody. Are you keys clean? Moody says, when I think of boulders, I think of Roadrunner cartoon. The Wile E. Coyote physics. Yeah. Cody says, you don't want to be climbing this mountain with sticky keys. Oh, are your keys clean? Okay. It was a typo. I got you now. Yeah. Poor Moody had a party wipe because of his sticky keys. Let's try to put these to sleep while we wake up ourselves. There we go. Yeah, we allowed Moody to reload because sticky keys should not be a cause for a loss on an Iron Man run. Let's see, Duncan. Bit of Iron Skin, the mage. Blind. Let's do a low-level summon. 2 zombies appeared. Yeah, Cody was talking to you. Cody says, I had a party wipe just to see the message it gives when you jump off. Yeah, Moody did that too to show, I think it was Gixxer was wondering what would happen. Did you test the bell free again, Cody? I don't think I've seen you play it for a while. For legging, I don't think I have a use for this. Drop. Mr. Spock says Curse of the Azure Bonds was released in 1989 and Hillsfar was later. Oh, that was meant for Kiffer, okay. Yeah, Moody did visit one of the secret areas, that's correct. You haven't got back there yet, Cody? Been struggling with OBS? Oh, man. It's no fun. Actually, hang on, let's back up. Let's use a mind. Ring of Doze. Let's do Ring of Doze. Bless. Hide. Blind. Blizzard. Perils of switching tabs, yeah. Blinded. It literally shuts down your internet and you can't figure out why. Oh man, that doesn't sound good. What the heck? I'm assuming you've upgraded to more recent OBS, right? Duncan, what do we want you to do? How about irritate them? Says you just probably fight. Let me look if there's anything I can invoke. Nope. Fight. Fight. Moody says people on the East Coast of North Carolina use OBS, not OBS. Moody says I've been meaning to reformat soon. I hope they'll fix it. Oh, you're just going to reinstall everything? OBS is OBS. Really? Ugh. I do not like this. I don't know what kind these are. We better do a fight. Because these could be immune to spells. Duncan. Let's do Loot of Iron Skin on Moody. Yeah, those are spellcasters probably. Group of 9 shouldn't be a problem. OBX is the abbreviation for Outer Banks, Moody says. Okay. These are not immune to magic. Fireball. And Frosthorn. Single attack spells actually have an advantage. There's one advantage compared to area of effect spells if you sequence them properly. So when you cast an area of effect group-based spell in this game, it hits so many going from the first to the last in the group. There's a hidden sequence on each monster that you don't know what it is. Any single attack spell or weapon attack is always guaranteed to go after one in the group. With area of effect, what it does is since it starts at the first and goes, I just picture it going right. So it starts at the first and goes toward the end based on the power level and the number that it hits by default. So like Fireball, for example, hits 3 plus 1 per power level. So if you cast power level 1, it's only going to hit 3 enemies. If you kill the first 3 enemies with that Fireball, and the next caster casts an area of effect spell, let's say that next spell is going to hit 4 because they cast power level 2. It's only going to hit 1 because it still starts at the first one that's now missing because he's been killed. So you'll actually lose some of the hits. Single area of effect or single target spells don't do that. Like you could wipe out 8 out of 9, and that single target spell will still hit that one. It'll hit that 9th one. So that's just like one minor tactic you can deploy based on fighting the enemies. If you think you know it's going to kill the first 3, and the second one you're going to cast will be kind of wasted if it's an area of effect. That's my little nonsense trivial information for the day. Remain here. iBeat says, oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's an interesting little tactic to deploy. Okay, so we have our boulders. Let's make our way back to the original dungeon. Go to the catapult, because we do have all the rubber bands. And we will hope that 3 is enough. Okay, 4 dwarves. Mind stick. You know what? She's not getting any training with that polearm. I need to switch her to something else so she can get some training. Moody, hide. We're just going to blind these guys. We'll do a double blind. Blinding Flash and Blizzard. Get them no matter what. Wow. Even while blinded, still hit Tim. That's impressive. Major dwarves. Should get a little oratory training here. And using up our scrolls, let's get some music training. Moody says, target spells? I prefer Walmart spells. Igloo Cast Blizzard, perfect. Yeah, that that is perfect, isn't it? Highbeat says you would think dwarves would be a little spell resistant. They are. They actually are. The major dwarves are 35% fire resistant and 50% cold resistant. So they have pretty decent resistance there. There's tons of resistances in this game, so I won't tell you what the others are, but those they have decent resistance. Let's visit Smitty's while we're here. We haven't been to him for a while. He could have new items. Sneak in a few more. And we probably have some junk we want to sell him. 10,000 gold. Let's see. I'm going to keep all that. Can't use Tetsubo. Get rid of it. Mr. Spock says, I am not 35% fire resistant, so please do not light me on fire. Thanks. Spell resistant? Oh, spell resistant, Moody says. And then he spelled it out. Highbeat says, shopping and selling, so satisfying. It is when you have all this stuff and you're like, man, I need to get rid of some things. Inventory management. Puns to the letter, Moody, Mr. Spock says. I need to keep working with this too. It can get us good artifact training over time. I don't think you have anything else we want to sell. Nope. All right, says keep all that. Yeah, we really didn't have too much to sell here. Okay, so let's see what he has that we can buy from him. Plate mail, that's new. Nice. Tempted to get that lance for the Valkyrie too. Mustard mace. All right, so here's the dilemma. The Valkyrie is not getting any training. But she's 100 on her pole arm. I could switch her to using a sword or a mace and have the fighter switch over to the trident. Well, I know for sure I want the plate mail. Let's buy that. I already have good gauntlets. I'll get another plate mail potentially for the fighter. Seems like he always has that mustard mace. Class change time, IB says. I am not doing class changing because it makes the game a lot easier. So no, I'm going to leave my classes the way they are. The other possibilities, I could buy a Bipinus. and work on her axe. The thing is, it depends. Later on, she may be getting a really good item. There's a 50-50 chance, which is a polearm, but she's not getting any training. So if we get her something like this, she really won't be benefiting too much if I switch her later. Okay, let's do this. Let's exit. We're going to see what her evasion armor class is. It's 8. She can wear that. As of 18. So we could get her evasion armor class down to 1, like the fighter. That would benefit her quite a bit. Yeah, this is what we're going to do. Okay. Jan Longsword's going on her. Heater Shield's going on her. Anointed Cloak is going on her. So this exceeds her helmet, her head, her chest, her legs, and her feet. Silver gloves are going on. Fighter, she's getting the steel gauntlets. Let's look at his pulling staff. 8, yeah, so he'll get training with the trident. I like the studded curve bra +2 because of the magic resistance bonus. As long as she doesn't get blinded, her armor class is decent. It's 1, the evasion. So these only come into play if she ends up losing her evasion. Or she gets slowed. If a monster casts slow and it drops her speed down, this will go up higher too. Mr. Spock says it's hammer time for that guy, or I suppose mallet time. Moody says mustard mace. Did it come from the National Mustard Museum? Mr. Spock says some things in life are must easy, some things are must hard. Okay, so Amulet Airs. What's going on the fighter? Steel Chauces. Yeah, we'll leave this like this. Yeah, her sword's only 8. That'll be good. Okay. Let's get some more plate mail. Should use some magic resistance. Do I care? I think I'm going to get the plate mail. Do I have any more females? The Alchemist is female. Wait a minute. Did she wear this? Okay, Alchemist gets it. Boom. That takes care of that. We need some plate pants. Yeah. We need some greaves, iron greaves. Or full plate lower would be even better. Okay, plate upper. There we go, 0. So it even beats her evasion armor class. You get hit in the chest the most in general and legs second. So it's good to have better armor classes there. Alright, let's go to the catapult. Mr. Spock says the Ketchup Museum thought it was about time they catch up. This is not where we want to be. Here we go. Moody says, I relish that pun. Hot dog. You guys, you're the pun masters. King of dad jokes. Hey, Tim, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? iBeat says these dark rooms bring back bad memories. Yeah. Yeah, they can be really rough. 3 cold slimes. Did I use up my fireball scroll? Yes, I did. Okay, let's use the rocket sticks. Earthquake's not gonna work. You're just gonna fight. And then fireball. You're doing great. Glad to hear that, Tim. I'm doing great as well. Thanks for asking. iBeat says cold slimes. Nice shield, nice. Do some more. Actually, now we can train because the weapons we're using we're not used to. Hide, blind, blizzard. iBeat says, question, can you merge those ice shield? No, you cannot merge scrolls. But each scrolls have, in my mod, have 4 charges. In the original version, they just have 1 charge. All my scrolls are power level 4 with 4 charges. But that was a good question. Anything that already has a number on it when you look at it can be stacked, it's called. So like you can see a 4 there. 12. So if you ever see one, here, let me show you. So you can have a 1. If it shows a 1 to begin with, then you know it's stacked. I may have gotten turned around. No, I didn't. Good. When you get encountered there, sometimes it turns you around where you're at. It's hard to figure it out. All right, we're back to the catapult. 3 more rubber bands to go. There's 1. In the original game, you had to merge the rubber bands, but because of the hard-coded nature of the engines, the ID has to be set to something that was mergeable in Wizardry 7, which causes major problems. So the workaround I had was you can just use them individually. There are quite a few hoops I had to jump through to reproduce this game in the 7 engine. The 4 rubber strands fit perfectly. Okay, so now sprocket. Paired sprocket gently nestled into place. Okay, here we go. Projectile time. Cody says, have you seen the third most popular game on Steam this week? I have no idea what that would be, Cody. Which game? Highbeat says, I remember you saying that. That's a good indicator. Number equals stackable. Yeah. You load the big stone. Latch, wind up, release. Bullseye. Moody, I have 2 extra boulders for you. You're up. You're up. I think Moody went through 2 boulders on his run and didn't hit a bullseye. He's having to get more. RNG scam. Mr. Spock says, okay, so I will say the horse riding gets tedious in Hillsfar. We are going to commission you to make a fast travel mode or pay to skip riding mod. LOL. The other part, Mr. Spock, is the looting of the buildings. That's also equally tiring. It's just, yeah. Oh, that is pretty funny though. Moody says, fun fact, Bullseye was a game show. We're going to hide. We're going to do Toxic Cloud like we did before, and we're going to blizzard them to blind. Cody says third most popular game right now is a free-to-play called Banana. You click a banana and a number goes up. And it's a complicated money-making scam or rigged lottery or something. Weird. And it's popular? Yeah. Goes to show you I don't understand people. So blinded, we're just gonna attack. Third most played application on Steam. I think it's just an addiction. People get dopamine addictions with like clicks and stuff, you know? It's really weird to me. But people are weird to me. I don't mean that in a bad way, but okay, let's climb up. Climb up. Climb up. All right, we made it. Giant Craig. Huss after Grins twins. Here we go, magic screen. We're going to use armor plate here. I have a scroll somewhere. All right. V505. We smelled the blood of human scums. Maybe it says, why aren't people playing Wizardry 7 instead? Yeah, exactly. It's too hard for him, IB. Cody says it has to do with exploiting Steam drops and selling them on the market, actually. Just curious how Valve is going to solve it. Okay, 2 Fritz and 2 Claws. Let's do this, IB. So Claws is the caster, Fritz is more of the tanky fighter type. So I'm going to take down Claws first. Moody's hiding in shadows already, which is good. Benefit of the thief class, sometimes that happens. We're going to use the Dryatic Staff here that has anti-magic in it. Try to prevent claws from casting. Fritz. Let's do Loot of Iron Skin on the mage. Alchemist. I think I'm going to try to blind these. We're going to do a power 3 blind, and then we're going to do Blizzard. What can we do? Power 4. Okay, here we go. Okay, we got anti-magic out there. Blind did not work. We'll see if Blizzard works. Blizzard blinded one of them, not the other. Mage is protected. Claws fizzled. Thanks to anti-magic. Okay, not bad. Pretty good round. We got prepped pretty good there. Let's keep going after claws. What else we got here? Moody says, no, it's not unless you do Wizardry 7 with single character. It would be nice if you could prevent casting at a fishing tournament. We'll also put a silence on them in case the fizzle doesn't happen. Weaving harp on one of these. Toxic cloud on them. And armor shield on Saz. Silence didn't work on claws. Fritz is poison. Okay, we captured one of the Fritz. The other one blinded. We got acid splash cast. Cody says, I would think the best trilogy to play 6, 7, and 8 as a trilogy, but 6 is intolerable to look at. Well, now it's not, because now you have the remaster, Cody. Yeah, not bad since we got new weapons on first 2. That's right. Pretty good hits. Okay. Let's go ahead and try to silence again. Duncan, you try to cap. No, actually, capture is not going to work well because toxic clouds on him now. So let's do a bless. Let's heal the mage. And let's do Blizzard again on these. Silence still didn't work. Toxic Cloud's doing a great job. Blizzard did not work. Sleep was prevented. Good. Moody says, best solution, play the DFortae mod of Wizardry 6 in the 7 engine. That's right. That's what he's doing. Let's see. Go after claws again. So let's do the Dryatic Staff again because each round anti-magic does decrease in strength. So let's get a fresh one on him. Let's try to irritate these. That'll decrease their chance to hit. Let's get an acid bomb on him. And he's throwing boulders, so I'm going to do a missile shield here. Ivy says, I think 6 looks fine. Yeah, I never had a problem with the original 6, except the fact that when you made it to the forest and the mountains, they all looked like stone walls still. Deflected. Okay, 1 Colossus down. Hey there, Red Dog. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Okay, we just got the 2 Fritz left. They have 2 clouds on them, so we're just attacking. Hide. Need some stamina back. Saz. What do you want to do here? You're doing good? Glad to hear it. One Fritz down. 2 Fritz down. Okay. Let's check out our goodies. Actually, I'm gonna leave the boulder. Giant sledge. It's extended range, really high knockout chance, but I don't have a use for this party. I mean, the lizard man could use it. Do I want to do that? It has a really low hit chance. I don't think so. I'm gonna drop it. Halberd of Chopping. This is nice. We're using that instead of the trident. We get some good training. Pulling staff's already up to 29. Okay. And all the food we're gonna save. We got a hood, chainmail coif. That's an upgrade somewhere. 6 on the head. Put down the bard. I think that's it. Okay, cool. Cody says, I am so fascinated by this story right now. Are you talking about the banana story? Yeah, we got a poleaxe. The last 2 giants were on the Fritz, Moody says. The banana story? Ah, gotcha. Okay, next boss coming up soon. Moody says, Halberd of Chopping sounds like something Bobby Flay would use. Yeah, it can actually result in knockouts. Okay. I am going to go ahead and use Armor Plate Scroll again. I think it has either 1 or 2 charge left for this next fight. I am the guardian of the rock. Have you come to take the rock? Actually, I'm going to say no right now. Oh. No. Okay. So we're going to switch back just for this fight. Like this. Because this may be harder. Yes, I have come to take the rock. Then I must slay you. 3 stone giants, okay. Fight, thrust, hide, hide. Oh, man, I really want to get... Hold on, back up. Try to get anti-magic on him. Triadic staff. Duncan, you can hide. I'm going to try to blind these. And we're going to conjure. Ah, the mage. The mage does have anti-magic. I'm still going to do the same thing I'm doing. We're going to conjure. Power 6. Here we go. 3 Hellions. That's not the best for this fight, but it may work. Okay, we blinded those. That's going to be a big help. Yeah. Whoa, he just tried to cast Earthquake. And it fizzled, thank goodness. Anti-magic just saved the day there. Cody says, I came to rock. And Moody says, you are at war with a rock. Backup? You mean like back up? Or do you mean, did I do a backup, like a save? Moody says, surprised you did not cast a different spell. What spell were you think I was going to cast, Moody? Thrust. Thrust. We're going to use silence. Okay, Duncan is hiding now. That's good news. Let's get a bless. We're going to throw melting powder at him. I've been saving this because he has really high anti-penetration armor class. Okay, and then mage. We're going to start armor shields. Okay, we got him silenced. He's doomed. As long as those are blinded, we don't need to worry about them hitting us very often. Oh yeah, look at that armor melt. Going to town. Missile shield, yeah. That would be a good spell if I didn't blind those guys. But since I blinded them, I don't need it. Okay, Moody. Go ahead and throw an acid bomb on him. These we're going to, well, let's do Loot of Iron Skin. And let's start toxic clouding these. And we'll do another armor shield. Maybe it says, oh, I meant you were going to back up and hide earlier. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, by the time I read messages, sometimes I'm like, I read them so late that I can't determine the context. Moody says, does armor melt affect evasion armor class? It's a good question, Moody, and no, it does not. So it is not effective if you're fighting enemies that have really good evasion and really good anti-penetration. It doesn't help. Okay, so Saz is knocked out. Most likely, oh, we killed him. I just realized he's dead. Okay. I wonder if a cloud got him. So we're gonna hit these with Blizzard. That'll blind them again. Power 4. As long as they don't resist cold. They're dead. Nice. Heavy boulder, leave. Moody says, so why cast armor meld? Because he does not have good evasion armor class. He has good anti-penetration armor class. Helman Quaff, -7. So, what's going on this fighter? Because we're going to switch back again. Bassinet's 6. 6 weighs 6.5. Identical, so it doesn't really matter. Bane darts. Okay. Have the mage throw these. Get a dagger. Dagger +2. Oh, nice. Think about this. We're gonna have her use the broadsword +1. We're gonna have the thief switch to that dagger +2. Yeah, that'll be good training for him. Okay. What else? We found an axe. Titanium war axe. It's a good offhand weapon. I want her to have the heater shield though. This -1 evasion's good. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else we found. Bullets. Paling stones. What's going on the alchemist? You have to offload some weight now. Okay, there we go. Carrying capacity is good. Yeah, titanium. It's a really high hit chance. Really high initiative. But I'd rather her have better evasion. Because her head only has armor class of 4. And her feet at 3. If I can get better armor, I'll probably switch to dual wielding later. But I may actually end up with a better shield at some point too. All shields have been buffed in my mod. Heater shields have -5 armor class. Evasion. I think that's it. Yep, that's it. Okay. That was pretty good. Pretty good fight. So we're ready to go to the pyramids now. Okay. Ashtang, press button for the exit. Oh. Okay. Put these to sleep. Let's get a toxic cloud. And blizzard. That'll blind them. It's good. Rudy says, be on the lookout for a pyramid scheme. I'll do double damage. Oh yeah, the minor dwarves can throw hammers. Forgot about that. That third group. All right, in this group, let's go ahead and wake them up. Nice. Maybe says it's going to be so satisfying to see all these dwarves blow up from area of effect. Tunnel ends abruptly. Hey guys, I'm gonna take a 5-minute break here. And I will be back. Okay, everyone, I am back. So we are going into the pyramids. Let's go ahead and chisel out this first. Let's have that done. Forgot we have to get that weapon training in, IB? Yeah. Yeah, just in case we find more diverse weapons that we want to use, I want to have some skill with them. Moody says if one monster has 7 dwarves, would the other monster group have Snow White? You never know, Moody. You never know. Actually, cancel. Don't do a thrust. Swing. Just in case these are casters, let's use that Dradic staff. I think I want to bless. Blind's not going to work. Not sure if acid will work. Try a blizzard. Oop. Okay, they're casters. Good. Killed them before they could go. Down into the pyramid. Okay, which way do I want to go first? I think I want to go right. Floaters, clouds, and jelly clouds. Try an earthquake. It's anti-magic, that first group. Nice. Stream just turned PG-13. Okay, natives, Amazulu archers, natives. Says, let's do an earthquake. Blizzard power 3 on that group. Nice. Oh, the priestesses or shaman. The priests are shaming you. Okay. Nice. Daggers. We got an empty sack. I mean, it says that's it. Yep, that's it. It does have a use, though. It does serve a purpose. Okay. That's acid bomb. Blizzard. Highbeat says it is weird throughout the whole game you couldn't find an empty sack till now. Yeah, that is pretty funny. Okay. Yes. Three goop gloops. I think I'm gonna hide. Let's get a toxic cloud. Blizzard. They're blinded, they're done. Gloop splotch. Okay, these should be weak. Think. Try to put those to sleep. Oh, good. Igloo's awake. It is like a really game. I interrupted her sleeping. It's one of the things that makes Iron Man runs fun. The risk of resting. You don't have that risk when you save scum. You just rest anywhere, and if you get interrupted, you just reload the game. But what do you learn? You don't learn anything doing that. Save scumming is 10 times easier. Dead end. Moody says, that's why I'm really starting to love Iron Man. Yeah. I'm glad you gave it a shot, Moody. It's... Till you try it, you don't really know how different it is, you know? Let's see. These might be casters. I'm going to use the Dryatic Staff. Could be like priestesses or something. Nope, they weren't priestesses. Really? Barbed arrows. I will hang on to those. We end up finding a good bow. I'm going slow so I don't fall into a pit or anything. Okay, since we're back here at the beginning, let's go use the empty sack. Large amount of sand lies on the ground. Who has it? It's always the last character, every time. Always look at the last character. Bag of sand. Moody says you really have to think about your moves, spells, and equipment you need to keep. Yes, exactly. What type of pit? Brad pit, peach pit, cherry pit, or avocado pit? Okay, now we can go left. Need WD-40. That would be funny if we put a item in there, WD-40. You use it and then the doors aren't squeaky anymore. Let's see, what do I want to do? Hide. Let's just do damage. A skirt. You never know, it could be Jay's rank. So we are going to check it out. What the heck is he carrying that's so heavy? Oh, the bag of sand. Like, what in the world? Moody says, WD-40 used for things that should move but don't. Duct tape used for things that should not move but do move. Sounds like the Red Green Show. He says stuff like that. Okay. Let's put these to sleep. No turn for you. Potions. We like potions in Iron Man. Light heal. Hang on now. Six and 8. Okay. We're gonna hit that 8 group with stack spells. Should be good. We're probably gonna be streaming around 8 Eastern time, Moody. Okay. Been addicted to streaming. Dude died from poison. Nice. Okay, let's get stamina back. Hit points. Archers. don't know what level of asphyxiation I need to cast. I guess we can try power level 4 and see what happens. That'd be a good test. Yep, 4 works. My guess is 3 would not work. More barbed arrows, nice. Wow, 2 sets of barbed arrows, okay. Mr. Spock detects something. Alright, did that in a perfect order. Let's see. Who has the gloop? Alchemist. The chest is caught in the gloop. Okay, it's daggers. Dang, no shield. I was hoping I'd get a shield. That sucks. Okay, let's see. Serpent stones. Not bad. Ancient dust, don't need it. Titanium dagger. I don't think I'm going to equip this right now. But we do have the key we needed to get to the next area. Which is one of the scariest areas of the game at this point in the game. I don't have fire shield, which is really scary to me. Really need to try to find it on a scroll or something. I think this will be a good place to stop for tonight. Made great progress. I think this is the way I want to go, is it? Yeah, it is. Okay, good. I'll face this direction so that I know that's the way I need to go. But yeah, great progress. We're still alive. That's always a plus in an Iron Man run. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.